Okay, in this video I just want to go through the platform I use, which is Perfect Audience, for retargeting. I'm just going to go into a demo site we're just working with on a client at the moment, just to show you a little bit how it works. I use Perfect Audience because I'm just used to it, really. It's very good. It's sort of cheap to get involved with. You don't have to be a massive campaign, and they've got very, very good support to deal with, and they give you some free credit towards your free campaigns as well to get you going. So that's always a great start. So they've got some brilliant tutorials in there to help you do this. You could run a number of sites off one Perfect Audience account, but I'm just running one website off it at the moment just to do it for various clients, because I keep all my clients' ones separately. So we can see here we've just set this up now with retargeting lists, and it's been set up now for about 4 or 5 days, I think it is, just before Christmas, and we can see now it's starting to cook. He's had so many visitors, we've hit the over 1,000 cookies, and we're ready now to retarget the ads. Just as I'm recording this, I've not put any ads in because basically they are closed for another few days, so I don't want any ads running until then. They've split this into two sections, into all visitors, which is anyone basically comes to the website, and then they've got a separate section which is basically from the domain /students, which will be a separate campaign. And it's very, very easy to set up. If you set up retargeting lists, I'll show you how simple this is. All you need to do is create a new list, and basically call it, test, or whatever you want to call it, and you can put in the number of cookies you want it to, days you want it cookied for. If you leave it blank, it will keep it at indefinitely until the cookies have been cleared by your client. Basically here, most of the time you'll be using path, which is basically on the domain of your website. Obviously you just leave this blank as domain because it's set up as your domain, and the path here is the bit you would fill in. So if, for example, I just wanted it to be my main website, I just put a / and you put a star in, which is wildcard, and that would be anything which is after the / after the domain. If I, for example, had students / wildstar, it would be anything after my domain / students. Anything after that would be cookied in that particular campaign, and that's all there is to it. It's very, very straightforward to do, and easy to set up. Let's just go back into ads. If we go to our ads again, create a new ad, really simple to set up. Just like in Facebook, you've got basically you can do Facebook, you can do a newsfeed ad or a banner ad, which is on the search networks. The only difference really here is that basically the image has got to be 99 by 72 pixels. You can't upload it if it's any different size if you're using the Facebook ad. If we go to conversions, you can set up the various conversion goals, and again we can set them up, if someone hits a certain page. So if you had a website and it was your thank you page, then after that it would be, once people have bought, they see your thank you page, they would be cookied on that page, so you know that they've converted. And you can assign a value to a conversion. So if every time someone buys something it's worth $25, you can put $25 in, and then you can do conversion counting, which is once per unit or once per conversion. I would usually put once per user, so you're not double counting per things if people go back to the same website, to the same page. In terms of ads, we've had a quick look at that. Very, very straightforward to set up. The site tracking tag, this is basically a piece of code that is put into your website and is installed on your website. If you've got WordPress, all you need to do is there's a WordPress plugin which allows you to do this, and very, very straightforward. If you're doing it on a normal website, you will have to copy this code in and get either yourself or your web designer to put it in your website before the body tags, I think it is, on the your website. Very simple to do. The same, same with Drupal, similar thing. We can do a plug-in to it. So that's really it. It's very, very straightforward to use. One of the later videos, I'm going to show you inside one of my active accounts with one of my consultancy clients, showing you what sort of results they've got in there. So that's the basic setup of Perfect Audience.